Welcome to Road to 100 Million, where we are on a mission to impact over 100 million lives to achieve their dreams. Welcome to this episode of Road to 100 Million, where we are on a mission to impact over 100 million lives to achieve their dreams. Today is another beautiful 5-Minute Friday, and I have a great quote for you guys today from Napoleon Hill, which I've explained before on here, but I found another one that has some really good lessons. So let's jump right in. The quote goes, "Many make the mistake of assuming that because Henry Ford had but little schooling, he is not a man of education. Those who make this mistake do not know Henry Ford, nor do they understand the real meaning of the word educate. The word is derived from the Latin word educo, meaning to educe, to draw out, to develop from within." Now, I just wanted to bring this up because, one, on that word of educate, I think many people overlook the word education, to be educated, and looking at the Latin roots of to draw out, to develop from within. I don't know if many of you have ever heard the saying before that knowledge is power, right? Which I kind of agree. I think knowledge is potential power, but without a definite chief aim, you will not achieve whatever it is that knowledge is allowing you to. But I think that knowledge about yourself is self-empowerment. Today, we have access to all the information that we could have ever dreamed of. You could type in how to, and whatever follows, you could find within a matter of seconds on Google. So the problem is not the education. It's not the access. It's not how. It's why aren't we doing it? Right? Why don't we take those steps? If you know exactly how to build a business, you can find marketing, you can find exactly how to jump into entrepreneurship, you can find out what businesses are doing well, what are stable, what's going up, right? You can find out any information of any industry at any time. But why do we not do it? Self-education is self-empowerment. Right? I had the tools and everything to be able to make these podcasts for quite some time. I probably could have started this 2 years ago. But why? I didn't have the self-education to be able to teach lessons. All the information was out there, but I didn't have the discipline. I didn't have the consistency. I didn't have the soft skills to build first. Right now, I'm reading 3 books at one time. It's 3 books a day spread out. Obviously, it's not a whole book, but I shorten the times. Right now, I'm continuously educating. During my 30-minute lunches that I give myself every day, I listen to a podcast. I overlap it. I'm constantly a student in everything I want to learn, right? And everything I want to educate myself in. So ask yourself the question of not how, but why am I not? Okay, and I want to touch up here also, be sure to know who you're learning from. Okay, there's a difference between, let's say, for instance, you have an entrepreneur that is, very successful in marketing. And then maybe you have a professor or a teacher that is teaching marketing. A teacher specializes in general knowledge. A teacher specializes in teaching knowledge. The entrepreneur specializes in his craft. So be sure to know who you're learning from, and they must sit in a space that you want to be in. The situational knowledge that they have, the experiential knowledge that they hold, that is far greater than reading the textbook for 4 years. That gives you all the information on the entire industry. Be sure who you are learning from and pick wisely and make sure they sit in a space that you want to be in. David Meltzer, he sat in a space that I wanted to be in. As a coach, as a mentor, as a leader. Ed Milet, he sits in a space I want to be in. As well as same qualities as a leader. Financial, I don't want to get rich. I want to get wealthy. Right? And he sits in that space of generational wealth. Okay? Make sure who you're following, who your mentors are, sit in a space that you want to be in. And don't make the excuse of, I don't have people like that. I don't have resources like that. Well, I didn't either. Guess what? I sent thousands and thousands of DMs before I even got the reply from David Meltzer. I didn't even know who he was when I sent it. Right? Thousands. And passively. Just because you don't talk to a person doesn't mean they can't be your mentor. You know how much content there is out there of people leading you? Just make sure they sit in the space that you want to be in. And then you listen. Once you listen and you learn, they will tell you the tools of exactly how to get to where they are. That is the fastest way to get to success in any industry. Find someone who has found it and ask them directions on how to get there. And I promise you, you will find it. You will gain clarity and you will begin taking those first steps towards your new future. And with that said, I would like to thank you all for listening today. And these, oh my God, I'm just so grateful. I've been getting, again, just beautiful feedback that, these are actually, helping people, or some people are actually resonating with it. And that makes me happier than anything. So I thank you all for listening once again. Be sure to hit me up with any questions or anything, please, any favors, any resources of mine or knowledge that I can give to you. Reach out at Andrew Zales on Instagram or email me, andrew@andrewzales.com, and I would love to help you out. And with that said, I would like to thank you all for coming to this episode of Road to 100 Million. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.